labor issues rank among humanity's deepest-rooted social challenges, stretching back to ancient systems of slavery and serfdom. For millennia, work was embedded in relations of domination and subordination, something people were forced to do simply to survive. In the modern era, the legal right to work was framed as freedom of contract, yet the underlying structure of dominated labor has barely changed. Precarious employment, death from overwork, harassment, gender inequality, and algorithmic management show that oppression and inequity still persist in many forms at today's workplaces. Meanwhile, rapid technological innovation is transforming work itself. Advances in AI, robotics, and platform labor add flexibility but also usher in a time that forces us to rethink the very definition of labor. Who counts as a worker, and what does it mean to work? Against this backdrop, Global Union sees it as its mission to interpret labor issues in the broadest possible sense and to pursue fundamental solutions beyond existing frameworks. We go beyond traditional themes such as wages and working hours to create new standards that protect dignity, freedom, safety, and social inclusion. Our goal is not to normalize labor but to redefine it. That means re-examining, from ethical, economic, political, and cultural angles, what work is and how it should link people to society. On a foundation of cross-border empathy and solidarity, we strive for work without exploitation, work that inspires pride, and lives that never lose their humanity. Our first step toward fundamental change was to ask anew, what is the essential problem? We focused on the latent potential of labor unions. Alongside religion and the state, unions are one of the world's most widely recognized organizational forms. Many constitutions explicitly guarantee the rights to organize and to bargain collectively, showing how strongly nations value collective solidarity in protecting workers. Yet the reality is far from that ideal. International Labor Organization data show that the global labor force now exceeds 3.5 billion, while union membership has fallen below 10% and is still declining in many countries. Thus, even as unions remain important in principle, participation is moving in the opposite direction. One reason is that many unions no longer fulfill their original role. Some have become formalistic or hollow, eroding workers' trust. Unions that once symbolized social justice are now often met with misunderstanding or mistrust. In response, we aim to rebuild the hope and problem-solving power unions once held, presenting a new union model that realizes their founding ideals at the highest contemporary level. Accordingly, Global Union has set up an organization whose purpose is to tackle, on a global scale, the broad spectrum of labor issues at their roots. We do not cling to the form of a labor union itself. In today's rapidly diversifying world of work, what is needed is a flexible, creative approach unbound by established concepts and institutional frames. While maximizing the public good, we employ innovative, independent methods to address essential labor problems that have long gone unsolved. Through global solidarity and co-creation, we face head-on the historic task of fundamentally resolving labor issues. This is the vision for social transformation in a new era that Global Union offers, an urgent goal embedded in labor laws around the world. Global Union is the world's first global labor union that charges no entrance or membership fees. Designed as an open organization, it allows every individual, regardless of nationality, race, age, gender, or work history, to participate on equal terms. Traditional unions often collect high dues that do not always return to members. Some are diverted to salaries for full-time staff or non-public interest activities, leading to falling unionization rates and loss of social trust. Confronting this problem, we created a new union that is free to join and centered on the public good. Our operations are sustained by volunteers, including lawyers, accountants, and business leaders, making fee-free yet sustainable management possible. We also recognize that labor has expanded far beyond formal employment. Therefore, we welcome as broad-sense members all who resonate with our mission and offer information or support, not just employees. This flexible structure lets both those directly affected and supportive outsiders participate, maximizing social impact through networks like social media while reducing psychological and economic burdens on participants. Furthermore, we build networks with other public interest bodies as group organizations. Any group that endorses our ideals, whether or not it has legal personality, can collaborate while keeping its independence. This loose, democratic network avoids centralization and empowers each region and country to solve its own challenges. The union function lies at our core, but we believe that relying only on existing systems cannot solve today's complex labor problems. We act not merely in formal compliance with the law but according to the fundamental values rooted in constitutions and international human rights norms. Where lower-level laws or administrative practices violate those principles, we operate as a superlegal union, correcting systemic errors even if that means confronting authorities, always putting the public good and human dignity first. Such a mission demands deep, ongoing study of each country's legal system, enhancing and sharing that legal knowledge is likewise a key part of our work. We actively use cutting-edge democratic technologies to advance the public good. Beyond web and social media infrastructure, we explore blockchain-based DAO governance and participatory activities in the metaverse, letting people join public interest work anytime and anywhere while balancing speed with transparency. Participation in global union is voluntary, and anonymity is fundamentally allowed. Many labor violations pit the powerful against the weak, and whistleblowers who reveal their identities often face unfair retaliation. We therefore provide an anonymous environment where members can report, speak out, and cooperate with confidence. Order is maintained through mutual checks among participants committed to the public good, with only minimal filters against defamation or illegal acts, in line with each country's laws. Anonymity and zero fees are vital to ensuring transparency and independence and to freeing our work from vested interests. When labor problems arise, Global Union offers a safe place for consultation. We provide an anonymous platform for disclosure and act as a channel for public interest reporting. The collective strength of volunteer members also helps prevent latent trouble from surfacing. Comprehensive support, including job placement and overseas employment assistance, help with housing and infrastructure, aid with currency exchange and financial matters, and the sharing of company information and local culture through our global network, enables workers to build better lives from multiple angles. We treat the employer perspective separately from that of the company. History shows that workers and employers improving companies together is enshrined in many legal systems. Our activities not only enhance worker welfare but also help companies become true partners to their workforce, naturally dissolving structural dependence on employers. By matching workers appropriately, supporting corporate training to meet local skill demands, and providing know-how and data to foster white company transformation, we deliver comprehensive corporate support that directly and indirectly contributes to solving labor problems. Members can use all of Global Union's channels to communicate or report freely to society. Reputational pressure via social media can influence even powerful targets, yet some structural problems resist change. In such cases, we take stronger actions, direct protests, petitions to governments and agencies, and demands for correction when laws or systems are applied contrary to their purpose. Hollow laws and harmful practices are hard for individuals to fight alone, so Global Union mobilizes its full strength to restore social health. Work should be more than a means of survival, it is how people connect to society and express themselves. Yet many are still harmed by their work and cannot even raise their voices. We founded Global Union to ask why this problem has persisted for generations and to tackle it at its root. Free from rigid forms, we provide a space open to everyone for the public good, where people can speak up safely and anonymously, and we build a network that carries each voice to the world. Fundamentally, resolving labor issues means restoring human dignity. Across borders and positions, we stand in solidarity to realize a society where everyone can work with pride.